gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this asking for spousal support because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything and because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die slow, nigga.
Yo, one thing about Cardi is when she crashes out, her crash outs be very passionate. Like I can literally feel it in her soul when she be going off. And now news just came out that Offset is asking for spousal support in him and Cardi's divorce. You go, boy. Go collect your coins, king. Women hate when niggas do this. They be like, oh, he's so broke. He needs me to support him and his new girl. He needs to go get a job. Blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, so what if all that is true? So what? He still wants his money. But honestly, in this situation, I think Offset is just doing this to be petty and stress Cardi out more. Cause I know he be getting a kick out of her crashing out, as he's already used to this. So it's nothing new to him. Just another day of my wife flipping out. In the TMZ article, it says the rapper filed an amended divorce response earlier this month in which he's now asking that Cardi pay him spousal support. He does not request a specific amount in the documents. The rest of the requests look relatively unchanged cause Offset still asking for joint custody of their children and he wants Cardi's place to serve as a primary residence for their kids. So he still wants the kids, but now he's asking for money on top of that. And who knows how much he's thinking because he didn't specify it. But with him, he's that quiet devil that operates behind the scenes and you never know what he's up to. Women absolutely hate when they hear a man wanting money from a woman. But when it's the other way around, like 99% of the time, they be like, yes, sis, as you should. Yes, go get your coins, sis. Okay, going hard in the paint supporting it. So that's why I never have a problem when these guys decide to take their woman to the bank. But Offset ain't the only one. Kendu Isaac, Mary J. Blige's ex-husband. Mary had originally filed for divorce in July 2016 after being married for 12 years. And everyone is always asking, what does he do? But he was her manager for a long time and also helped her with her music because he was also a producer. So after she filed for divorce, this fool was asking for her to pay him $130,000 a month. God damn. I know he's a producer and everything, but ain't no way he's entitled to that. And that's why the courts granted for her to only pay $30,000 a month, which is still a lot, but way less than $130,000, as the court felt that he was entitled to keep the same standard of living, but felt the number he requested was way too much. Hey, a win is a win, right? And he got to enjoy this for a short time because this was only temporary spousal support while they were going through their divorce and trying to finalize everything. It said that the payments was from June 2017 to June 2019. Well, grand opening, grand closing. I hope he was saving up because Mary is done with all that shit. Kelvin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband. Man oh man, this has been a very, very sad downfall for her. But she also used to be the one kicking people while they were down. So all is fair, I guess, right? But back in 2019, Wendy Williams had filed for divorce from Kelvin after they had been married for 21 years. Kelvin was very important in getting her TV shows and her come up, as he was her manager, business partner, TV producer, among many things. So Kelvin was very active and played an important role in her life, business and personal. Their divorce was finalized in 2022 and Kelvin is claiming that he has not been paid ever since the official settlement and is asking she pays the back pay for 23 months at the time of the filing. But Wendy's guardianship says that they overpaid him and wants him to return back $112,000. Just a bunch of mumbo jumbo from both sides. Wendy's guardianship does not want to pay because they're using the money and Kevin wants his money that he's owed. So we shall see how long this goes, but ain't no telling with Wendy's guardianship because they seem to be cutthroat and don't want to pay nobody but themselves. Kevin Federline, Britney Spears' ex-husband. One of the early cases that was popular, but in this case it wasn't spousal support he was receiving, he was getting child support payments for both their kids. But this situation is very complex and people might not be as mad for him getting this money. Back in 2007, Britney Spears and Kevin Federline had finalized their divorce and in 2008 he was granted full custody of both their kids. Do remember, this was the time she was wilding out at paparazzi. She was on drugs, allegedly. She was going through her manic phase and clearly was not in a healthy state of mind. So with the court system and the world seeing her behavior, it was an easy call for the judge to grant Kelvin full custody of the kids. Now making him the sole custody of their kids, he was also granted child support money, and she was paying him $40,000 a month for both the kids until finally last year in 2024, she made her final payment for the last child that turned 18, and it's estimated that she paid around $5 million during the child support period. So this situation was way more understandable because Britney Spears was wildin'. My bad, let me not say was wildin', she still is wildin', and that's why both the kids still live with their dad by choice, because they're both 18 now. They said they would like to come back to their mom once she gets help and more stable, and as of last year they reunited. Hopefully they can build forward and get more clarity, and hopefully she can get the right help. Oliver Martinez, Halle Berry ex-husband. In 2016, Halle Berry had got a divorce from her then husband Oliver, whom they had been married for 2 years at the time and also had a son together. After 8 long years of going back and forth in court, they finally came to a resolution. She was ordered to pay him $8,000 a month in child support, plus pay him an additional 4.3% of any income she receives over $2 million in additional support. So hers wasn't that bad compared to the others in this video. Could have been much worse. Hey, it is what it is. All the women on this list were obligated to pay these men because they're the breadwinner, right? Okay, the end of story. Get your money, baby daddy. You earned it. But in the case of Offset asking Cardi B for it, he's just being petty because Cardi has officially moved on and has been seen all around town with Stefon Diggs. They're showing up to Knicks games together. They're chilling on the boat, doing all this in a public light for the blogs to catch it. And you know, seeing them all over social media is eating Offset's soul up. Woo! So he's doing what he does best, being petty to the max. This is just the beginning of a very, very messy divorce. Let's see how this plays out.
There's a renewed divorce paper, right? And in the renewed divorce paper, I asked for no child support. I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support. Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times. Okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my fucking kids. Stop playing because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch ass nigga. All right. If I keep you away from the kids, right? All right. You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids? It was a point that he was making a big deal like, oh, I'm not going to go to New York to see the kids because I'm not going to be seeing my kids in a hotel room.